So in this video, I put up a temporary fence and ran a piece of wire, and we're going to see what kind of voltages we can get off that wire just on the fence. This is the 230 kilovolt power line that runs along the north edge of my property and facing west. It's right here. And what I got set up now is kind of a crooked little temporary fence. I got some garden stakes and some metal stakes, and I got some coax cable, about 80 yards of coax cable stretched out. And the wire is about 4 to 4.5 feet above the ground. And what I'm going to do is connect the one end to a capacitor and the other end to the ground. I'm going to charge up that high voltage capacitor. It's going to go through a bridge rectifier. These are some 1000-volt diodes, and that's a full bridge rectifier. And the other end is just going to go to that ground that I set up in the other video. So what I need to do to get this thing going is just move my lead over to the bare wire. So now this will start charging up. And I got the voltmeter set. I couldn't get a AC reading on this because it was overranging the meter, and I was afraid it was going to damage it. I just touched it there and it started beeping, so I didn't want to damage it. I didn't want to try it again because I figured it might wreck it. So I'm going to slowly charge this capacitor up and see what we get up to. And right now it's up to 180, so okay, I'm climbing up. We'll let it sit there for a minute. Now these power lines, I'm guessing they're about 40 feet from the ground. The bottom ones, the top one's a little bit higher. And the easement through my property is about, they said it was 62.5 feet from the center of the power line to the side edge, to the edge of it. So there can't be any buildings or trees within the easement, but they did say you could have fences. And I was curious to see how much these fences are going to be charged up if they are insulated from the ground like this one, because they did say if you had an electric fence insulated from the ground, it could charge up just by itself, just from being under these power lines. And that's what I'm looking for right here. I'll test again to see what we got. See it's there. Well, we're up to 330 volts right now. Climbing. And it is, this capacitor is, let's see if we can see that, 88 microfarads, 1200 voltage DC. Let's see what we're up to now. It's climbing. Well, it seems to be charging up pretty fast. Ooh, okay. It's over 700 and still climbing. And this is just that wire. You know, it's 4.5 feet off the ground. It's probably maybe a little bit higher than a regular fence. I just wanted to get above where those metal stakes are, so I zip tied the wire to some wood I attached to those metal stakes and spots, but it's sagging in between them. Okay, yeah, this is pushing it, I think. I don't know if that meter's going to take it. I'm not going to leave this charged up. I got a big heavy screwdriver. I'll short it out after I get to the point where I want to stop. Yeah, that, I think I'm going to stop it there. Did you see that? 906 volts and it's still climbing. I'm going to pull this off. Just set it right. I can't even grab it. There, got it set right up there. Yeah, that's quite a bit of voltage in there. I guess I'm going to shut this off And I'm going to plug my ears. I never discharged this capacitor when it's charged up that much. It's probably going to be pretty loud. I did it when it was like 500 volts before, but I don't know what it's going to be like when I do it when it's over 900 volts. Whoa! It sounded like a gunshot. Whew. To get a perspective on how much energy was in that capacitor, I punched it into this capacitor energy calculator, and 907 volts, I think, was the last I seen before I disconnected everything. 88 microfarads, and stored energy in joules is 36.2 joules.